Welcome to the Light Cellar Podcast, brought to you by Light Cellar, a place where you can learn to find and craft your own food and medicine. In this interview series, you will meet a range of characters in the health and wellness space that are bringing light to your everyday. You'll hear from a number of different experts on a wide variety of topics. We have several different series within the podcast, including our Wild Wisdom and Storytelling with Blaine Andrusic, the Rays of Light, inspiring wellness in the community, plus solo casts, Q&As, and other topics for you to enjoy. You can find this as a video version, as well as the audio on any of your favorite platforms. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this with somebody you know who will benefit. You can also shop online at lightcellar.ca. All right, hello. We are with Mandy Leblanc here from Banff.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, right on. So we have a workshop coming up January 21st that we want to kind of discuss and share some more details about and get to know Mandy a little bit better and everything that she's going to be bringing to this workshop. And it's all about, for children, for teens, I should say specifically, in making their cycles easier, understanding how their bodies are working, hormones, the shifts, the changes, and empowering them on this journey. So what a great mission, what a great workshop specifically designed for young teenage girls. And thanks, Mandy, for proposing that and bringing it to the community.
Well, thank you for hosting it here. So I have hosted similar workshops for younger girls, but I think it's something that really, that teens really need to be aware of, and often, most of the time haven't been taught. Definitely.
What, you mean in comm school or, right? Like career and life management? What, you get just a couple hours of that in a really awkward interaction?
Very awkward and usually not in a very good light. Like, be prepared because it's going to be bad. Yeah. And I know this is how I got started into health and wellness as well. So I'm a holistic nutritionist and I do specialize in women's health and hormones. And yeah, that was my journey. I had awful periods as a teen and I really wasn't given any solutions. I just...
Well, you can go on the birth control pill, you can suck it up, these kinds of things. Yeah.
That was pretty much it. And I was always interested in holistic health. So I definitely would have tried lots of other things if I had really had a path to follow. So I'm super passionate about educating girls because I really feel like that's the future, right? Empowering, especially women, because they will become mothers or they might become mothers. So they're really going to be the ones who are the ones leading the way in healthcare going forward.
Cool. So who are the ages? Who have you really kind of made this specific to?
This specific workshop would be geared more to kind of ages 13 to 17. I would say girls who are already cycling. I know I've had a couple moms reach out and said my daughter's only 11, but she's been cycling for a while and she's quite mature. Is it appropriate for her? So definitely up to your discretion. So anyone who's having a regular cycle and maybe a little bit confused about their symptoms. So you don't have to have super painful periods to get much out of it. I'm going to be talking about cycle tracking and basics of cycle tracking and just troubleshooting different things. So if you're extra moody or again, period pain, things like that, just anything, acne, we'll touch on all of that. Choosing better menstrual care products and just general health care and looking after your menstrual health in general. Yeah.
Cool. Well, you've described it as like a mini intensive retreat in that way. So it's going to be an afternoon, the 21st of January, Saturday or Sunday? I can't remember.
It's a Sunday.
Yeah, for sure. So 1 till 4. Yeah, describe the experience for anybody listening and thinking about, okay, is this going to be a good fit for my teen? Yeah. What are they going to get out of the experience? That kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I feel I can almost envision it being like something that maybe a couple friends come together, like a couple of, maybe a daughter brings her friend and they have a fun experience together. So definitely it will be quite interactive. active. We're going to, I'll dive into teaching some of these topics, but there'll be some time for journaling. I am also an EFT practitioner, so that will be a tool that the girls take away, that tapping that they can use for their own emotional well-being as well. We'll go into a little bit of that. We'll be doing like a hormone healthy hot chocolate, so they'll have something fun and warm to sip on, and go away with the recipe. And we'll be doing some energy bites as well, which will be hormone healthy. So yeah, we'll be just having some fun downtime as well. So yeah, just looking to kind of bring the girls together so they can learn in that type of environment, and just see that some of these things that they can make for themselves will be delicious and health supportive too.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So what have you seen kind of, working with young girls in this area? What have been some of the kind of the transformations and successes?
Mm-hmm. So I just actually finished teaching a 4-week mother-daughter program at a little bit younger age. So this was more kind of that preteen age. But some of the girls were on that upper end as well. Some definitely the education. I had one of the young girls, her mom was like, oh yeah, she has an older sister and she's been teaching her older sister about this. And she's been really now super excited about it. And so one thing with the older girls, I want them to see their cycles as more of a superpower than something to dread. Or to just, really kind of not enjoy that part of being a woman. I just think it's something, if we can lean into those different strengths throughout the different phases of the cycle, we can really could take those powers and just use them to our advantage.
Totally. I mean, the earlier the better, right? In terms of shifting that mindset. Yeah, I mean, just having been observed, many girls and women go through this, right? You're kind of in the dark, left to kind of navigate it yourself and resent it, endure it. Versus, I've seen much later women in their 20s, their 30s, even their 40s go like, oh my gosh, and claim that empowerment back.
Absolutely, and it was something for me, even though I did struggle with hormone health and I was able to do a lot of healing earlier on, I really didn't start to learn much about my own cycle until I was probably into perimenopause. So I've gone through stages of almost being, I just actually did a post on this the other day, almost feeling angry sometimes that why didn't I have this information earlier? And I have a daughter who's 14. And just seeing her and her friends being in that stage of life, she's just so excited about everything, and a lot of her friends are not. They're like, this is awful, and I just don't want to see girls approaching it that way. I really want them to take that power back. Like awesome. You were saying.
Cool. Well, I'm glad you're on this mission. Yeah, it's much needed in the world.
I feel so,
and for anybody watching, if this is kind of resonating or you're feeling the call, you can go to lightseller.ca. That's where we have all our classes listed, including this one, January 21st, as we mentioned, 1 till 4. And it's going to be a connective, bringing girls together, have an experience, learning, sharing, with some treats, and that type of thing. So I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
And then if anybody wants to connect with you, like you say, this is just one workshop out of everything else that you do and you offer. Let folks know how they can connect with you.
Yeah, so probably the place I'm most active is on Instagram. It's Mandy Leblanc Wellness, and like Malcolm was saying, I have a program coming up that's actually for cycling women of all ages. Cyclical Alchemy is coming up, and I do offer some programs for younger girls as well. And Mandy Leblanc Wellness is the best place to connect with me. You send me a DM there.
Okay, right on. All right, well, thanks for watching. And if there's any questions or anything, feel free to post them down below. And be sure to reach out to Mandy. And we'd love to see you at the workshop January 21st. Yourself, your daughter, niece, whoever you know that could really benefit from this information and the empowerment that will come with it.
Thanks so much, Malcolm.
Yeah, thanks, Mandy. All right, bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you so much for tuning in. If you've enjoyed today's episode, be sure to give us a like, share this with someone you know who would benefit, and subscribe so you're up to date with all the new episodes coming out. You can shop online at lightseller.ca as well as visit us in the heart of Bowness in Calgary, Alberta.